go this direction too. I probably look so stupid right now. So first we're going to talk about favorite products. I had a lot of absolute favorite products. Now when Easton was a newborn, there were a lot of products that I used to help calm him down. And okay, not a lot of products, right? But the product that we mostly used was, can you two take this somewhere else, please? Hey, literally, you guys are being weird. Go, shoot. Okay. Hey. It's almost bedtime, so. You want a cracker? Yeah, I know you want a cracker. So one of my all-time favorite baby products when Easton was a baby was gripe water. I'm not really sure what it is exactly, but gripe water, it helps with constipation, with colic, with hiccups, and he had a lot of hiccups both in the belly and as a person. I don't know. So gripe water really came in handy, and my favorite brand of gripe water was Mommy Bliss, and you can get that at like Target, in the same aisle as like the breast pumps and stuff. Now you can get your breast pump through insurance. We didn't do that. I don't know why, but my parents just went out and got me one. So I left my breast pump. I didn't get the average, like the Medela or the Spectra. I actually got an Avent brand breast pump. Now, I really recommend like the double electric breast pump. I don't know if I can make those hand gestures. The double electric breast pump, because it's easier to, instead of do one, then you pump and pump and pump and pump and then go to the other one. It takes forever. Once I got the second one and I was double pumping, oh my gosh. Just don't do a single. Just don't do it. Do both. Get a double. It's worth your money, I promise. Or your insurance's money. But I liked my Avent brand. Now, when I was looking at breast pumps, Avent didn't come out with the adapter so that you can use Avent bottles and connect it to a Spectra or a Medela or whatever breast pump. So I got the Avent breast pump so that I could connect Avent bottles to it so that I didn't have to worry about using bags or anything like that. I could just pump directly into the bottle, freeze it, put it in the fridge, or just straight up give it to him. Just, you drop your cracker. And that was, that was priceless. That was great. Now we did breastfeed, but I had really low, oh, you still got crackers. I had really low milk production, so I had to pump like every hour, which I think people pump like every 2 hours. I don't really remember. I wasn't very good at it. We only breastfed for about 6 months, so I wish I had gone longer, but you know, whatever. To each their own, and it just wasn't what worked out for us in the long run. So I was actually terrified of baby wraps. Like, I know people love them. It's that close bond. You have two hand. I liked the carriers. I had an Engamito, an Ergo. Maybe it's an Ergo. I think it's an Ergo. Buckle baby wrap. Not wrap. It's a baby carrier. I didn't like the wraps. I felt like I wouldn't do it right. My baby would slip out. I'd accidentally drop him. Like, it just didn't feel secure enough for me. Now, I have nothing against anyone who uses baby wraps. I freaking wish I had that level of confidence. Did not as a mom. No. So I got an Ergo baby carrier with the buckles. And you can carry front or back. And it was like really adjustable, and which was great because whether I was carrying him or Jay, it didn't matter if I was carrying him or Jay was carrying him or my parents were carrying him. It didn't matter. Everyone could adjust it, which, I mean, I don't think that's that special, but I specifically preferred the ones with the buckles so that I felt like Easton would stay put. There was no way he would slip or come out in any way, because you Velcro those suckers in tight, not Velcro. If there was Velcro, I would not feel secure at all with that. But you pull the thing and you make it tighter so that baby's really nice and snug. I really like it. I prefer the buckle over the wrap. Like, of all the things, I would say that a swing is an absolute must-have. I don't really think it matters what kind of swing. A lot of people like the For Moms because it's really fancy, and I've heard that it's really, really good, but not worth the money. If you buy it on sale, you can buy it like from somebody at a cheaper price, then it's worth it. I got mine from I don't even know what to call it. It's called Just Between Friends, and my county hosts it. And it's this resale event where everyone can try and sell all their baby products in this giant warehouse. You walk around, you pick things out, you check out, you leave, whatever. It's a really awesome event, and I got my baby swing for, I think, $40? I don't remember. It's either 40 or 80, somewhere in between there, which is still pretty good for a swing. Now this swing it would swing this way, and it would swing facing this direction like this, and it would go this direction too. I probably look so stupid right now. And it would swing in this direction. And it had a little mirror up top so that Easton could look up at himself. It also had little birds that would go in circles while he was swinging, or even if he was, sitting still, it would go in circles. It would play lullabies, it would play daytime music, it would play bird sounds. It was a really, really versatile swing, and that is what I loved about it so much. My next favorite product was actually Jay actually reminded me of this one. The Diaper Genie. So I got a Diaper Genie at the same Just Between Friends resale event. And I got it for $20, I think, and it was $20 for the pail and for 3 Up and Up pail refills. I've never paid for the Diaper Genie brand refills because that is ridiculous. They are so overpriced. The Up and Up, which I think is the Target brand, so cheap. They work really well. You wouldn't know they were cheap. They don't ever tear or break or whatever. And the Diaper Genie, so it's essentially like a closed trash can. It keeps the smell of poop and pee from the diapers in this tiny little can so that your whole room doesn't smell like it. It's wonderful. And you don't need it, but it's one of those things where you need it. You need it for your sanity. So another one of my favorite products, here you go. You're welcome. Was the brand Little Unicorn. Now, I first heard of this brand from a different YouTuber, and I went to the Magnolia Celebration over at the Magnolia Silos in Waco, and they had a bunch of booths set up, and Little Unicorn was one of them. And from there, we got maybe 8 Swaddles. Now, these Swaddles are so freaking cute. I absolutely love their prints. Like, they're beautiful while still being like, it's hard to find cute, pretty, neutral, like muted, not in your face patterns with colors and stuff, especially for boys. But just in general, a lot of children's clothing is really, really gaudy. And the thing I absolutely love about Little Unicorn, is how cute they are. So let me go grab one really quick, actually. So this is a Little Unicorn Swaddle. This one is Pirates, which I almost named him Killian after Killian Jones, which is another name for Captain Hook, a pirate, because I think pirates are awesome. So I made sure to get a lot of pirate stuff, even though I ended up naming him Easton. But these blankets are pretty big. I can't even get it. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, these things are huge. And, yeah, they're like really thin. I don't know if you can see, but like, so thin. And, like, I use these for everything. You want to roll it up to prop it behind your head. Well, not your head, but the baby's head. You know, use this. We rolled it up a lot and, like, put it around his head like this when he was sleeping to make up for not having a dock-a-tot. Something I will be getting if I ever have another baby because those things are great. Makeshift ones are cool. Having the real thing I feel like would be a smidge better. But we use them to clean up throw up, clean up spit up, to, you know, wipe up any mess that he's made in general. We'd also use them to, like, we'd use them to tuck him in his car seat. Come on, baby. You wanna come here? Woo! No, he does not. Like, and they're thin enough, they're muslin, I think, is the material that they're made with. They're thin enough that I felt comfortable letting him sleep with it because if it went over his face, it's thin enough that he can breathe still and be fine. Because I think for 6 months, you're not allowed to really let them sleep with blankets because of the risk of SIDS and the risk of, like, suffocation. The risk of suffocation when they're sleeping. It's okay. It's okay. Another must-have product is a rocking chair. I found a rocking chair really helpful when breastfeeding. I put it in the nursery and I would sit there and breastfeed, you know, when I wanted to go to a secluded room because I lived with my parents at the time and my brothers, and it made them really uncomfortable when I would try and breastfeed in front of them. So I would put it in there and that way we could both be comfortable. I'd rock him to sleep at night a lot. Like, having a rocking chair is just, it's not a necessity, but I found it so helpful. Like, I can't imagine getting through those first few months without it. Not at all. Moving on to products I wish I never bought. A Bumbo Seat. Let me tell you, they're cute. They look cute on not chunky babies. Even sitting him in there at 3 months old or 5 months old, his thighs were so big. He was beyond uncomfortable in that thing. Like, there was just no getting comfy. There was no using it. It was like cutting off the circulation of his legs. It was ridiculous. It's an absolute, like, I'm glad I only paid $8 for it because I bought it from the resale event again. And, you know, luckily I didn't pay the full $25. But it's not worth the money, even the $8 that I paid. Like, absolutely hated it. He likes to empty out that cabinet and go and sit in it. It's probably what's going to happen. I got one of those bouncer things. You, like, attach it to a doorway and your baby sits in it. It's like a tiny little chair and they bounce. And it's like on 2 strings. I used it maybe twice. We use this bouncer more than anything, even to this day. Like, we always had this, so there was never really a need for the other one. He really only used it for like 5 minutes at a time, and he only used it like twice. They're cute. They look adorable when other babies use it. My kid just never did. If you get a bouncer, which I left out, recommend these. Then, you know, you don't really need the other one. And I prefer this one over that one because the one that hangs from the doorway fell with Easton in it. So, hi, baby. Are you having fun? You want me to take the Legos out? Here you go. You want me to open it? Once I get to toddler, it's Legos, man. They're everything. I'm probably just gonna hang out in there for a little while. Come out like a little troll when he wants like a cracker or something. There aren't very many products that you'd be like, man, I really wish I didn't get this. There's some where you're like, this was a complete waste of money. That'll be most baby toys because they really just want to play with remotes or, you know, whatever you tell them not to play with. But as a parent, you feel obligated to buy the baby toys. You know they won't play with it, but you gotta get it. It's like, you feel like a bad parent if you don't. At least I know I did. Products I wish I had bought. Number one product I wish I had bought, the Baby Brezza Formula Maker. We spend so much time making bottles of formula. We have spent so much time over the past, he started formula I think in like 4 months, not exclusively because I breastfed, but we breastfed like at night. And we did formula like when we went out because my production was really low. And man, I wish I had that, especially for late nights. Like, he didn't start sleeping through the night until he was like 7 or 8 months. But there were a lot of times where I'd wake up and make a bottle, and I really wish that I had that. And even when he was sleeping through the night, if we like went on vacation or somewhere, which we spend a lot of weekends in different cities, and having that, like, I told Jay that I thought about getting it, and he's like, I wish you had gotten that sooner. And I'm like, you know what? You're so right. I wish I had gotten it sooner too. Another thing that I wish I had gotten, I wish I hadn't gotten a car seat. An infant car seat. My suggestion to anyone building a registry or, you know, looking for stuff for their baby, don't get an infant car seat. Because you're going to get a convertible car seat in 6 months. You might as well start with an infant car seat. Everyone carries their baby around, and that's what baby carriers are for. Just carry your baby. You don't want to lug around a freaking infant car seat. Like, it feels mandatory almost, like that's just what you're supposed to do, but you don't have to do it. I wish I didn't do it. I baby carried all the time. I hated the infant car seat. I wish, because I spent however much money on an infant car seat, and then I went and bought a convertible car seat anyway that he's going to be able to sit in until he's 4. 4! Like, are you kidding me? Why did I waste so much money? Just save yourself some money and get the convertible car seat. You may be tempted by the travel systems. Don't fall for it. Just get a nice stroller. The travel systems aren't worth it because you end up buying another car seat anyway. So the convenience is only there for a few months. Some babies outgrow it as soon as 3 months. Easton didn't outgrow his until he was 8 months, but I still had to buy a second car seat. Just get the convertible car seat. Oh, dock-a-tot. I mentioned it before, mentioning it again. A product I wish I had gotten, but didn't. I think it's worth the money. I had to make one every single time I wanted to use it, and it was a pain in the butt. I wish I had just gotten a dock-a-tot, but it was expensive, and by the time I was like, yes, I want this, I need this, he was already like 4 months old, and it just seemed a little late at that point to get one. Because it's like, okay, well, then he's going to outgrow it, and then I have to get the plus-size dock-a-tot. Like, that just seems stupid. I wish I had gotten that. And, you know, Mama, good job! Yeah! Come on. You want your blanket? Yeah, blanket? Alright, guys, so Taldu's breaking out the toys and trying to break down the lights, so we're gonna get going. I hope this helped somebody, anybody. If not, thank you for watching. Either way, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more mom-related videos. And the next video we have coming out is a nighttime routine with this little guy. So it'll be a lot more Easton focused because I know everyone's like, boo, bring out the baby. So, you know, I'm going to get this little guy to bed. Say bye-bye. Melts into nothing instead. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Thank you guys for joining us. Bye.